Last year, before we initiated this new simplified approach, about 10%, 10 to 15% were prepared with food. Internationally, it's 3% or less. So we'll take another survey soon to find out if we made a difference, increased the percentage.
You do that with the quick query, Elder Ballard.
Is that a three month supply?
That'd be the year's supply, or the long
Year
term.
supply.
Right.
You're talking year or month? Or 3 months?
For 3 months, it's more. It's like 18 to 20% have sufficient for 3 months.
But instead of a quick query, because of the way we're going, I mean the way the world's going, would it be advisable at some point to recommend that we have a survey through the bishops that is more than just a quick query, so we really know what's going on in the families? And I would think we'd want to know whether or not we're really gaining on this thing the way the world's.
I think would be a wise idea for us to do, to get together a detailed study on really where we stand. Dennis, please.
I just mentioned that Kevin's keeping track of how much wheat is going outside of the home storage units. It's quadrupled in the last couple of months.
Gee, Travis, how is it that you are able to have all this insider information into the crime and corruption of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints when regular Mormons are not able to have such access? Travis Wayne Goodsoe. Thought I'd put it at the beginning because I'm not going to remember it unless I write it down for the ending. In 2016, I was the neighborhood watch president in this area. And near the end of the year, one of my neighbors who was Mormon, which in this area there are a large number who are ex-Mormon and not Mormon, but nonetheless, he pulled me aside after one of our meetings to inform me that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints does not have the necessary preparation for an emergency. And in regards to emergency, it refers to natural disasters, viral outbreaks, war, anything that an economic collapse that would require Mormons to be unprepared. And he had found out because the brethren of the church held a meeting. And those involved in emergency preparedness throughout the church were attending in that meeting, and the church tried to do a preparedness campaign in the church to try to get Mormons to be prepared. The video that you saw is from the Salt Lake Tribune YouTube page, and was a video that was released on Mormon Leaks. So it's not the Salt Lake Tribune's leak. It's somebody who leaked it to Mormon Leaks, and then Mormon Leaks became the source for the Salt Lake Tribune. And sure enough, there it is, in October, on the 4th, 2016, when the Salt Lake Tribune posted it. And it only has 5,662 views with 15 thumbs up, 4 thumbs down. I mean, the childishness of Mormons just is mind-boggling. That they even think that they're the true church and therefore they're the good guys, and that they go and be antichrist and anti-Christ-like. But nonetheless, in the video, the presentation is made that, or the statements are made that, 18% of Mormons have 3 months supply. And if you don't catch, they want more of a percentage to have 3 months supply, because they're thinking in terms of 3 months to get through an emergency and then come back to normal life. We're going on a year of coronavirus. As the church knew about it from the beginning, last year in January, Nelson calls China and says, "Hey, how serious is this? Can we give you anything for a temple in China?" And so Nelson knew how serious this was. Don't be fooled into thinking he's innocent. If you're Mormon, you want to hear the news from the church leaders. The church news put all this out. This is not fake news. Nelson called. Remember, April conference. He then tells us, yeah, I called. We're now having a temple in China. So this shouldn't be disapproving to Mormons. What should be disapproving is the fact that he knew. And right now, it's that bad. And he's not shutting down the church. So the reason why they don't want to give charity, which they can easily take care of all of our needs during this time. They can have us all stay home and take care of us. They're that rich. They don't want to, because they're not a charity. They're not a religion. They want us to be self-reliant. And if we can't be self-reliant, then we must suffer and perish if necessary. Because it's a sin to be poor, to be victims of a national emergency, a worldwide pandemic, a natural disaster, an economic crisis. The church blames us if we aren't rich enough to be prepared. And so even those 18%, wow, their 3 months are up. Thank goodness they're keeping businesses open so that people can get back to work. As we now have the mutant strain. And now we even have news reports that the one health official, I can't remember her name, Brex or something like that, they're attacking her for lying about the mutant strain in America. It's here. They've got confirmed cases in over 50 cases, last I heard. That doesn't indicate to me that she was wrong and that she was lying. I don't understand people. Why are the regular news, because this wasn't Fox News, why are the regular news attacking her for being right? So I don't know. Everything's going down the tubes. But understand, the church doesn't care about us. They knew in advance that they weren't prepared as a church to take care of anybody. They tried to get Mormons to do it themselves, And clearly Mormons aren't rich enough to do it, because it takes money to buy the 3 months, 1 year supply. I mean, my parents tried it. They got involved in some company that did a kit thing, and my parents got involved in some other things. I can't remember what they're called now. It's a chicken, breaded chicken that has the liquid sauce in the middle of it. I can't remember my parents would buy those in bulk, and we'd have lots of dinners of those. But my parents were wealthy. They don't claim they were wealthy because they had a whole bunch of children. The regular wealthy don't have many children to take care of. And so my parents, to give me a blessed life as the oldest of 5 siblings, means they were filthy rich, despite all their complaining. No, we weren't rich. We're lower middle class, if not upper poor. Okay. You paid for my mission, you paid for my college at Rick's, you provided all my necessary clothing and stuff growing up, and food as a big boy, eating lots of food when I was younger. I mean, seriously, dear God, the lies and deceptions that people try to convince others of and hope that they can convince themselves of. So, yeah, understand, I'm not lying to you about how evil and wicked the church is. They are literally murdering us. The evidence is out there. The truth is out there. X-Files. So, I'm just trying to warn you. So why you gotta be haters?